Hi, everybody. Sherry Leopold here, and I'm excited to be bringing you another candidate in the WOW Warrior 2024 honoree. And today, my beautiful candidate is from Germany. Welcome, Mona Tenjo. I'm so excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much. Many greetings from Germany, from Frankfurt, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
You know what? I first want to say congratulations, Mona, on being a 2024 Woman of Worth Warrior, a WOW Warrior, as we like to say that. Welcome and welcome to our community.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here and amazed to meet all the amazing other ladies here in the competition. And I just love meeting new people and amazing women. And you just collect all of them here. So this is amazing.
That's right. I'm the lucky one. I am truly the lucky one. And you fit right in, Mona. And I'd love for you, if you would, to share a little bit. I know what you do, and you're such a powerful woman, but I'd love for you to share a little bit about what you do and how you serve.
Absolutely. I mean, my passion is really to help heart-centered coaches to grow their business and not just grow it in any way, but grow it using AI. Because most people are still having that idea of, tech is complicated and tech is like confusing, but AI is changing the game. And so many coaches are currently not yet seeing the full potential. And I want to help all these amazing ladies who have so much passion in their heart, who want to bring it to so many more people, help them by using AI to just amplify their entire impact, and at the same time also earning the money that they are worth and that they deserve for all the amazing work that they do in the world. And my job is to help them get it done, help them add $250,000 a year in 2 years or less, guaranteed. That's what I really set out to do.
Well, now that's a powerful statement. So if that's the ballpark you want to be in your wallet, you better talk to Mona. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Mona. I so appreciate it. I'd like to ask you, what does it mean to you personally to be a woman of worth?
I think first and foremost, it really means that you are living with yourself and that you are able to look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of myself. No matter what is going on. I mean, we all have days where, it's just one of these days. I think we all have them once in a while. But as long as you can go at night and you look in the mirror and you can say, I'm still proud, whatever happened today, I'm still proud of that woman in the mirror. I think then you are, you know your worth, and you can always lean back on that worth. And I think this is something that nobody can take away from you. And so that's what it means to me.
I love that. And I'm certain no one could take that from you. And that's actually part of the premise of the WOW Warrior platform, is to stand up and stand out as the unrepeatable miracle that you are. Love yourself, big flaws and all. So I appreciate that, Mona. And it just cements why we are connected. So I want to ask you, the next question I want to ask you is, along this journey, has there been a moment that you had a huge challenge, or that you had to do some kind of pivot or whatever? And can you share what that was and how you overcame it?
Yes. One of my really most fundamental changes happened when I was working in consulting. So I always have been an overperformer. I just looked today at my strength profile. Funnily, I had a conversation with somebody I met many years ago, and like my top strength is achievement. I love to achieve, right? Now, the downside of that strength is that I want to see results and I do whatever it takes. Now, what happened in my mid-20s is that I took on the work of everybody, not because I felt like they were not able to do it, but because they asked me and I was stupid enough to say yes. And that ended up almost in a burnout for me. And I was really getting aggressive. And I'm normally a very, chilled person, not really easy to get like, really aggressive or anything like this. But in that time of my life, I was feeling constantly under attack. And I felt like, whenever somebody was standing at my door, I was always like, go away, like, don't talk to me. It's annoying. And so I had to have a conversation with my manager at that time, who said, this is not the way this is working. Like, you cannot talk to people like that, and you cannot be in a team like that. And I felt like I was the biggest team player ever because I was always helping everybody out. But I totally got the concept wrong. And so I had to really go on a journey for myself to figure out, how do I set boundaries correctly? And I happened to learn that in collaborating with the others and figuring out what exactly they actually need, was giving me much more freedom. So for example, it started with me just not saying yes, because funnily what happened, I thought, and I think many women can relate to that, I think if we say no, people will like us less. What I had to learn is if you say no, they just move on to the next person. I was like, excuse me? If I had known that earlier, I would have done that a long time before. So that was really a phase in my life, learning how to set boundaries. That helped me a lot going forward, having my own business, serving clients, that I don't want to miss as an experience.
Oh, wow. That's a powerful story and such a great lesson to learn. And you know what? I think very inspiring to our viewers. So I want to ask you, with your platform that you described earlier, what's the impact that you hope to make in the world, Mona?
I mean, I serve heart-centered coaches. So that means they usually also want to serve a lot of other people. So my hope is that if I can serve 1,000 coaches in earning and meeting their income goals and actually having more financial freedom in what they do, I hope to actually have 1 million overall reach, because if these 1,000 people serve each 1,000 as well, then we serve more than 1 million people. And of course, in the ripple effect, because as you all know probably, right, a woman is not only one person you impact, it's an entire family that you impact. And I hope with that additional income that we generate, we can help everybody to actually have a better life, and by that actually change communities.
Oh, wow. How powerfully put. Thank you so much for that. And I love what you're doing. I've already told you that, but that is so beautifully stated. And I think I love anything that has to do with the ripple of blessings that we put out. So I appreciate you sharing that. So I want to ask you, Mona, people may be looking at you and thinking, wow, what a powerful woman. But there's often a powerful woman behind the powerful woman. Is there a woman or women that have inspired you or been a role model for you?
Yes, and in both ways, in positive and in negative ways. I had some very interesting and very, I mean, really looking back today, I was very blessed of having amazing female leaders in the companies I worked for. So for example, my very first company was very male dominated, but we had one commercial manager who was very good in reading between the lines and like, how do you have to phrase things to get what you want. So I learned a lot of tactical knowledge for the future, like how do you get what you want as a woman in a male dominated industry. That served me very well along the way. I had an amazing C-level manager in the company that I worked with, who was really keen on actually promoting women, like fostering collaboration. She built networks. So that's Dr. Ines Ploss from Heidelberg Materials, right? So she's an amazing woman who's like really, like, first of all, she's always like, when you are in like the sport rooms with a lot of guy energy, right? It's very aggressive. And she's coming along like, come on, guys, let's focus on the goal. And she's a very scientific woman, but also very balanced, and her whole demeanor. She's very well connected, and she's really also trying to create these opportunities, mentoring a lot of people, and also looking that people get beyond their current position and actually develop as a person, right? And so I was really blessed having these role models in my life and being able to also pick a little bit up how they are managing in such industries, right?
I love that, and being able to retain your own heart space as well. So I love that. That's so incredible and so wonderful that you had it like in your workspace, because I don't know if that's the average experience, for a lot of women. So I love that. I want to talk about, today in society, we have such issues with self-love and self-acceptance. It's often very undervalued. How would you encourage other women to recognize their worth and embrace themselves exactly as they are?
I think we really have to become aware of what's our thoughts and what's the thoughts of somebody else. I think when we are born into this world, we are all 100% confident. We all are, because that's how we survive as kids, right? We have to get the attention of our parents. And if we are growing up, obviously we had the attention, otherwise we wouldn't be here now, right? So I think we all have that. And I think what happens during life is that people start telling you things that maybe they don't even mean it. And many people use words very carelessly, without even realizing what that does with another person. And words are the biggest weapons that we have. So I think I would encourage you, like, first of all, start listening to your inner chatter. What are you telling yourself every day? Are you telling yourself, and I hear this a lot talking with coaches, right? When they say, like, I'm not qualified to use technology. Who said that? Like when we were born, nobody of us had technology skills, right? We all had to learn it on the way. So we talk to ourselves a lot of times, and we tell ourselves that we are not able to do things, which is not true. Like everything we do in the world can be learned. And so it doesn't matter if it is soft skills, if it is like hard skills, like technology, we can learn that. And it starts with you opening up your mindset of like, yes, I can. So I really love that sentence from Obama. Yes, I can. and just start saying that to yourself and not let anybody else tell you what you can do and you cannot do. They don't even know that. So you just have this unshakable belief in yourself that you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it.
Everybody just realized, if they're watching right now, why I love you. Because this is like my whole thing that I preach about is, that is so incredibly important because it colors everything in your life, Mona. And I love that you are helping women navigate that too in your coaching. So I do want to ask you, as a Woman of Worth Warrior honoree, as a WOW warrior, what advice would you give to a woman that wanted to make a huge difference in her community and beyond?
Lead by example. I think really you have to start with, you cannot expect anybody to follow you if you're not willing to lead. So you go first. You show people the impact that you can make, and you just live your life and do great things and share about it, and then people will automatically want to follow you, because that's like, I mean, humans are like, we are group animals at the end of the day, right? So we are looking for leaders. So if you step up and you lead by example and set out what you want people to actually do, or what you would like the world to look like, you will automatically attract likes. And if they are not the likes, they will go away anyway. Don't worry about them. But you will find your tribe automatically by just being authentically you and leading, and then people will automatically follow. So don't be afraid to put yourself out and be the leader that you are.
Oh, wonderful advice. And I have people sometimes say, the coolest people. And I'm like, because I try to be the best version of me. And so that's why I attract that. So I appreciate you saying that. I think it's such an important lesson for everyone to learn is, be that incredible human that you are, and you will attract the same to you. And I know that people are absolutely inspired by you, Mona. I know I am, and I've just been so enamored with you since the first time that we chatted. And I would really like for you, Mona, to share with people how you can connect, how they can connect with you and perhaps work with you.
Absolutely. So if you just go to monatenjo.com, so my name, you will pretty much end up in my LinkedIn profile. So this is like my main connection channel. So feel free to just send me a connection request, tell me that you've seen that interview and that you would like to connect, and then we can just go off. And so I'm happy to meet new people. I'm happy to connect. And then let's just have a normal conversation on what you're trying to achieve. And let's just talk about how we can make that happen, right?
Yeah, and I did that, and I'm so glad that I did, because I learned so much about you, your style, what you're passionate about, and I think that people will want to do the same thing. So do reach out to monatenjo.com. You will head to LinkedIn, but you'll find out all about Mona and how you can connect with her, and drop in her inbox and get to know her, because she's a beautiful human. I am so, so proud, Mona, to have you be part of the WOW Warrior community. I want to say once again, congratulations on being a 2024 WOW Warrior.
Thank you so much.